dedicated to each and every one of you who appreciate a great glass of wine. You know what I mean?
It's Monday. Let's raise a glass to the beginning of another week. It's time to unscrew, uncork, or saber a bottle. And let's begin exploring the wine glass. We are back in Montepulciano for more reviews and more responses from the owners that continue to steal the spotlight. A masterclass in polite yet firm indignation. Wineries where the owners feel the staff's patience, education, and kindness against any accusation of rudeness. And where a free tasting only covers 1/3 of the actual tasting. And it's all due to a language barrier. So join us for another episode of One Star Winery Reviews in Montepulciano. We've officially determined that touring this region's cellars is less about the vintage and more about running a gauntlet of hilariously hostile hospitality. And frankly, we're loving every minute of it and hope you do too.
Right now.
Hey everybody, I'm Lori Budd, a UC Davis winemaking program, Spanish wine scholar, sommelier service, champagne and Côte d'Aron specialist, and a WSET Level 2 graduate. You can find Exploring the Wine Glass on all the socials, as well as your favorite podcast catchers. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to swipe, subscribe, rate, and review. Stay in the know about all things wine by visiting my website, exploringthewineglass.com. I promise I'll never tell you what to drink, but I'll always share what's in my glass.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Winery One Star Reviews. Martha and me are back and we are traveling or returning to Montepulciano. So Martha, how you doing today?
I'm so good. I'm excited to go back. It's funny because since our last recording, I've gone into restaurants and ordered just for fun, right? Even though I always ordered it anyway, now I order it and I want to say, well, do you know, it's both a great and a place.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you want to do a little brief intro to who you are before we get going?
Yes. Besides getting to be on this fun podcast, I have another podcast about perimenopause and midlife called My Aloof Vagina. So you can find that online at myaloofvagina.com.
There we go. And I'm pretty sure everybody at this point knows who I am, but just in case, Lori, I own Dresina Wines in Paso Robles with my husband. We are home of the Blanc de Franc, which is coming back. I promise it is fermenting as we speak right now. So everything is going smoothly. Harvest is really slow this year. Normally it's like, bam, we're in harvest. And this is like, oh, a little harvest here, a little harvest there. And let's have a thunderstorm in the middle of the last part of the harvest. Yes. So we did pick 2 tons of Cab Franc from one vineyard, and in the middle of it, we had a thunderstorm. And
I
so
couldn't believe that when you sent that picture.
It's like, what the heck is going on? But all good. Fruit is good. People have a panic attack when it rains and, harvest. It's not as bad as people make it be. There's things that you can do to not have it be so horrible. And picking it in the middle of it is not an issue other than getting wet. And other than in the dark, getting wet, and then having a truck that's got 2 tons of fruit on it trying to go up a hill that is now muddy. Those are the problems. But anyway, let's return to Montepulciano. So if you remember from the last time, we were at Contucci Winery, and they have a lot of 1-star reviews, but we felt that the owner responses were so great that we had to continue on. So
yes,
we just had to return. So we are still at Contucci Winery. And next we have Giulia Petrosante. And she says, really rude staff. We asked if we could seat us and then go to the bathroom. The answer was, we have no room and you can't go to the bathroom because it's reserved for customers only. We will definitely not return.
Oh,
Okay,
I mean,
so
I don't remember. I should have jogged my memory. I don't remember what our feelings were about them. Can you remind us, like, what the previous complaints were? We thought that they were unreasonable, or
we thought that there was a lot going on here.
oh,
That we did
this is
feel
a
that.
place where they have lots of crowds.
Yeah, yes, I believe
Yes.
so. Yes. Um, it just, a lot of people have rude staff,
Oh,
disinterest, or we wanted a tour but was rushed out, things like that. But it just, the owner just gets in with every single.
so there's a response to this
Of
one.
course, there's an owner
Oh,
response
good,
to
good. Then we can
this.
go straight to that because I don't have enough context for that situation. I do think that you should be able to use the restroom if you're waiting for a table, but
Yes,
who
yes,
knows?
I absolutely agree. I absolutely, I get, I'm even afraid to put a sign up that says bathroom for customers only in my place.
Yeah,
I mean, I have the right to do that, but
yeah.
I don't like it. It's like, but these people are trying to get seated, and apparently no reservation, so there's no room for
Oh,
them to sit. Um, I would absolutely let these people go to the bathroom, though.
right. Yes.
Yes. Um, and so the owner, our staff is kind and courteous to everyone. You certainly didn't like the fact that there was no room to sit because it was full. You certainly didn't like that.
Yeah.
We're sorry, but since we didn't have a place, we couldn't seat you.
Yeah. He's basically like, we're not even talking about the
Yeah,
bathroom. You showed up
we
without a reservation and there was no space for you.
yes. So foo-foo, go away.
Yes.
My place is
Move
full. I
along.
don't need you. I
And
don't
every
need you.
review said, I think that they were full. Like they're just a busy
Yes.
place.
Yes, very busy
Yeah.
place, but they, but I think it's like, no, 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 no. You don't have a reservation. We can't seat you, so you cannot go to the bathroom.
Because you're not our
No,
customer.
you are not my customer. Yes.
That's interesting. Let's keep going.
Yes. But I have to do a little add-on. When we were in London, Mike and I were we were out there, like, and we come into this little town, and I had to go to the bathroom so badly. And there was, in normal situations, I'll find a tree. I'm okay with just, plopping behind something and whatever. But I couldn't because there were people, like, it wasn't like in the
Yeah.
woods
It
or
wasn't a
something.
vineyard.
Right. Right. It wasn't out in the woods. And so we go to this, we find this definitely local bar, like locals bar. And it says massive letters, restrooms for customers only, right?
Ah,
So Mike says, it says restrooms for customers only. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm gonna burst at the seams. And I said, just sit there. He's like, I'm not sitting there. He wouldn't even go in and sit down. He was like, no, 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 no. So I opened the door, and definitely locals, they all turn their heads, look at me. I put my head down, beelined to the bathroom, went to the bathroom, turned around, put my head down, beelined right back out.
you're
I
like,
was
I
like,
can't
I'm
wait.
very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very
I thought you were
sorry.
gonna make Mike buy a shot or
Well,
something.
that I wanted him to go in and at least sit there and look like we were going to sit at the table or something,
Yeah.
But I didn't want to buy a beer because we had another hour to walk
And you would have to go
and I
again.
would have to go again. So
Right.
I didn't want to like start the cycle again. So I just put my head down and sorry, 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 and walked away.
I wonder if those, because when you're in a place like that and it's local, the reason they all turn when you come in is because they figure they're gonna know you, like, hey,
Yeah.
Lori. And so I wonder if they talk about that. Remember that time
Remember that time
that
that girl
lady?
just
Yeah.
girl just came in, beelined it, and turned around, beelined back out. Oh, yes. Fun, fun, fun. All right. Sylvia Tor. Uh, Sylvia, sorry. Tour done independently without interest from the staff present. We were not offered, not even for knowledge purposes, their products. Totally useless experience.
So this now, see, that does bring back. Other people have said they don't even let you taste their wine. The tour is bam, 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 and then remember, like you're
They're
at the
like,
corner
yeah, it's
waiting
a
for a glass.
very famous cave.
Yeah,
It's a famous cave.
yeah,
Very famous cave. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Move along.
Move along. Owner response.
Interesting.
I'm sorry that the experience was useless, as we are the oldest winery in Montepulciano with over 1,000 years of wine production, and the Conducci family has always been owners. The winery dates back to 1200, the palace to 1500, and we are the only winery operating within the historic center, from winemaking to the sales of bottles. During the harvest, we bring the grapes into the historic center right under the winery, as there are three other floors that date back to 1050. The tour is free and free, but the staff is always available for any questions. Evidently, you were not interested in the place where you were, therefore, you didn't ask them. Too bad. 4 exclamation points.
Oh my gosh. Well, here, he's probably just tired of it, right? Like there are a lot of tourists coming here and, you know, not appreciating all of the stuff that he's
Mhm.
describing about their location. And he's like, it's not Disneyland,
Right.
right? Like it's a working winery.
Winery.
And so it's free and you can
Right.
come and look.
And you can come and look, and if you have a question, you can have it. You have a question. You know,
Yes.
it's like they're docents, right? It's not a
Yes.
tour. You walk around. There's people to answer questions if you have questions. But I just too bad.
I mean, this is the benefit of success, right? When you're
Right.
so busy and you've been around that long. I mean, just the age of the place
Right.
makes these kinds of complaints seem so like the perspective is so good, right? Like
Right.
this is unimportant. You come
Right.
here,
Do
you don't
come, don't
appreciate it.
come. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Look around, enjoy what you
We're
like.
making wine.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's a heck of a history, though, right? I mean,
That's
1,000 years
huge.
of a single family owners. That's
That's
pretty
wild.
awesome. That is pretty awesome. But I'm serious. I think the owner's responses are better than anything else.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I didn't even want to rate the complaints because I just want to get to the next
the owner
response.
response.
Yeah.
um, Carlo Gandolfo, rude and impatient staff at the entrance. That's it. Owner response. We are amazed by what you write because the people who come compliment the staff for their patience, education, kindness, and professionalism. Now, we have had multiple
Yeah, people talk
proof
about
that
how
that is
rude they
not
are.
true.
Yeah. There's a meme, like there's a woman I follow on Instagram or something who does um she's a comedian. I wish I remember her name, but she does like an impression of her dad's Italian, her mom's
Okay.
German. So she does impressions of them, but she started doing this thing. It's an impression of the at the airport in Italy.
Okay.
Um the Italian uh check-in person, whatever, the
Oh, yes.
right the desk
Yeah.
person. And by the way, they're difficult anywhere. Like sometimes you don't want to get on their bad side, but she does the
Because you
whole
won't
thing
have
of like,
luggage afterwards.
right, and you won't go where you need to go. They have the authority to kick you up. Gate agent, sorry. So
Yeah.
the gate agent. So she does a whole thing about with a gate agent in Italy. And the truth is, if you've ever had to deal with them at, you know, like in Rome,
Mhm.
you know it's true. They're like, right there. It's just a different cultural
Yes.
interaction. It's not very like,
Yeah.
so perhaps, but these last names sound Italian, so maybe they're Italian Americans who are
Okay.
showing up and
Yeah.
expecting something, or maybe they just really are just rude.
Rude. I think we've got a lot of evidence that they might
Yeah,
be
that
rude.
they're rude.
That they might be rude.
But he's going to keep defending them
They are. Yes,
that they're
absolutely.
so kind and
Absolutely.
polite.
But yeah, the gate agent thing, when I was in Milan, no, one of it might have been Sicily. Oh, it was. I was in Sicily and I have my luggage, and the person that I met on the trip
told me that my luggage couldn't be carry on. I'm like, but I carried it on here. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, leaving is different, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh. So I go to the booth, the thing where they're going to take the luggage. And I was going to ask her if I could take my luggage with me, but she sidetracked me so badly that I ended up letting her take the luggage. But I was like, this, she's like, your end thing is San Francisco. And I said, no, my end is Fresno. And she's like, no. And I'm like, but yes, yes, it is. She's like, no, San Francisco. And I'm like, but my ticket says Fresno. And she's like, no. And I'm like, and she flustered me so much that I forgot that I went to her to ask her if I can just take the stupid suitcase with me, right? Which wouldn't
Yeah.
have mattered at all, right?
Yeah.
And so she was like, no, San Francisco. So I was like, all right. So she took my bag and I leave. And then I'm like, the whole thing was I wanted to know, I wanted to know if I could just take my suitcase with me. Now she's got it. It's going to San Francisco, whatever. It turns out that because I would have to recheck it.
Right.
So on
Yeah.
her
Because
end, it
they're
was San
national.
Francisco. Meanwhile, there were suitcases much larger than my suitcase. So I was furious
All
at,
over the airport
all,
or the
all over.
airplane.
Yeah,
Oh,
but whatever. I was like, but that you can't argue in Italy. Seriously, that's how they do. No, no, no.
mhm.
And then how do you argue that? You,
Yeah.
they just stop you with the no.
So I think they're knowing people all over the place at this winery, and people
Yes,
don't like it.
like it. Yes, I agree. So the owner continues. Patience is a virtue.
Huh?
Uh,
That's what he wrote?
Patience
Oh
is a
my gosh, that's
virtue of the
amazing.
strong and should always be there from everyone. And in this period, we need a lot of it. If you come back to us, you will realize that our staff is anything but rude and impatient.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess if you say it enough, people will read it and go,
Mm.
well,
Well, yeah,
I mean, he can't just say that all the time if it's not true,
true,
right?
right?
I mean, I don't know.
Uh,
Oh,
so Joyce is a local guide, so
oh,
reviews a
yeah.
lot in that area, right? Sorry to say, dot, 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 no fee for wine tasting, but you must make a purchase at the end. Hmm. You will regret buying a wine that you don't like. Should have listened to the other low star rating reviewers. Now that is something that we've heard previously in the last one is that you can't taste, which is kind of weird.
Right.
But this is the first that says you have to make a purchase. So, but shall we see what the owner says?
Yes, I'm dying to hear it.
I'm sorry that you did not listen to what our staff said because what is written is wrong.
Oh,
Fortunately, most customers listen to what we propose and freely choose what they prefer to do. We know that our wine can't like everyone, but we don't accept that wrong things are said about us.
is that it?
That's it. That's it. So you're lying. You didn't
Yeah.
listen.
The way you're writing this is not accurate.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what part of that is not accurate. Um, but I think it's just reprimanding. Most customers listen to what we propose.
Yes. I'm so curious because we don't do this part, but I'm just curious. All those 5-star reviews, like what are they saying?
Oh,
Right?
true,
Are they
true.
saying like they're strict, but you get the most amazing wine? Oh, you do kind of have to show yourself around. But it's so historic. Like you'll be amazed. They've got 2 levels. Like
Right.
I'm so curious about what the people who are happy, how they're perceiving the
True,
situation and
true.
how that's fueling what he's saying, right? Where he's like, everyone's so happy. Our people are amazing. You need to be more patient.
Patient.
And I'm not going to let you slander me. Right?
Maybe for the next trip, I'll do one 5-star review. If there's a
Oh,
5-star
perfect.
review, maybe we
To
could
see
do
what
that.
people say.
See what one
Yeah.
person says and then dive into the 1 stars. We could.
Yeah. Because I just think it's so interesting. I'm like, his version of reality is completely
Like,
different than what these folks are describing.
right, right. But almost everybody talked about rudeness and inability to taste wine.
I
So
think it's
assume it's
safe to
true.
assume that they're quite rude.
Right. I think so. I think
And
so.
that wouldn't be surprising. And it's safe to assume they're not doing this thing where you're getting free wine.
Correct. Correct.
There's no free wine at this place. They've
Right.
been
The
around
tour
for more
is
than
free.
1,000 years.
Right.
Yeah, the
The
tour is free,
tour
but
is
the
free.
wine's not free.
Right. Right.
They're like,
That's how they've been
why break
around
it?
for 1,000 years.
Yeah, we're not giving
They
away
don't
free
give
wine.
anything free.
When this place opened, there was no such thing as wine tasting. There was just wine drinking.
There was just wine drinking. Yes. We make wine, we drink wine.
Yes,
Right.
and we sell it. You
And we
can buy it.
said,
That's hilarious.
okay. So now we are upset that we have free tours, but no wine tasting. We're upset that you have to buy something at the end. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave
Okay,
now.
we're
And
done with this place.
we are done with Contucci and their 1,000-year-old history.
Don't
And
you kind of want to go there now,
I
though?
do. I do.
I kind of want to go to
I want to
Kentucky.
see all of those layer levels, and I
Yeah,
want to see who's writing these owner responses.
that too. Because I don't know if Yelp's translating it for us or if they're actually writing in English, right?
Oh, that's true.
Because yeah,
That's true.
it's very English as a second language, like for
Yeah,
things like.
that was
But
very second languagey. Yeah.
yeah, but it makes me so curious. Like this person is committed to making sure they respond to
To
everything, and they're
everyone.
not going to back down. They're
Right.
not going to make up like, oh, we hope you give us another try. We apologize. That's not up to our normal standards.
No, no, no.
No,
This
they're
one is
always
like,
polite.
this one is F you. We're right. You're
Yes.
wrong.
Don't come back, come back. I don't care. We're Contucci. We've been around for 1,000 years.
We don't need you.
Yeah, so funny.
All right. So we are just going to go 1 minute down the road. So now Contucci said they're the only people who are making wine in this historic district,
Oh,
right? Right? They said that they're the only ones who are making wine from vineyard to bottle. So maybe that's why. We're the only
or
winery
maybe it's
operating within the historic center. So
maybe the
but
historic center is just this one area. Maybe they're half miles like out, kind of like in Siena or something, like where you're like outside the walls,
yes, except
inside the walls.
literally this is a 1 minute drive.
Hilarious. Also, it's like boundaries. Who knows how they draw the boundaries? It's like gerrymandering,
Yeah.
right? It's like just a little thing. Like this is the whole historic district. This no, this no, this right here.
Yeah.
You know,
Contucci was the ones who drew the lines.
yeah, exactly.
Just
They're like,
us.
we've been
They
here
drew a
1,000
circle,
years.
circle around us.
This right here were our fence, and this right here. This is the historic district because we've been here for 1,000
years.
years.
So 1 minute down the road, we are going to Tolosa Winery, located at Via Tolosa, number 8, and still in Montepulciano. Now, this winery has 4.7 stars out of 207 reviews. So obviously there are several 5 stars out there. They, however, don't have a summary of themselves on Google. So I had to go to their website. And well, I didn't go to their website. I gave the website to AI and asked AI to tell me.
Yes,
about
to tell you everything.
So
why think when we can use
absolutely
our robot overlords?
Fattorio della Tolosa is a winery in Montepulciano, Italy, that has been elevating the quality of Vino Nobile de Montepulciano since 1972. So definitely not around for 1,000 years.
That winery is younger than me.
Me too. The winery has 33 hectares of vineyards and 3 distinct cellars for vinification, aging, and bottle storage. So to me, that makes it sound like they are making wine from vineyard to bottle in the historic district, unless Contucci circled it around themselves. Yes. All right. So the first person up, Nad Mad.
Oh.
The person in the shop was very impolite and rude. Will never buy from here. Plus, wine tasted not good, not great for their price. There being the more recognized spelling of THERE,
Right.
price.
That's actually that's an industry term for when you're right outside the historic district. There.
There. Uh, yes. So, person shop was very impolite and rude. Will never buy from here. Plus, wine tasted was not great for their price. So, I am going to go because this is probably the most we've ever talked about rudeness between the last
Yeah,
episode
I
and this
know.
episode. And I love Italy. And so please don't break this one little statement out. But they do come across as rude. And they're not necessarily being rude. It's just they're,
It's cultural.
it's right,
It's cultural. And
right.
yes, and also not to besmirch our own country people, but and I don't know if it's Americans or Italians writing these reviews, but sometimes we go other places and we expect the like an
This
American style
grandiose,
service.
yes, a kiss
And
your ass.
exactly, where everyone's like, "Oh, lovely," all of that stuff, which
Right,
it's one of our trademarks, right? That
right.
hospitality and that friendliness. But you have to, when in Rome, literally, when in Rome, you
Right,
have to understand, do as the Romans do.
right,
And they're just not going to be kissing your butt
right.
unless they're your tour guide. And even then,
Then
there's a limit.
right, right. And I do think that a lot of these reviews are Americans who feel that they should be bowed down to. And I'm here to spend money, to give you money, you peasant. And meanwhile,
Yes,
we've got 1,000-year-old winery and,
yes.
or,
And
and
I also think people show up like that, and it's a big trip for them. Maybe it's the only time they've ever been to Italy, or maybe it's been on their bucket list to go do this wine tasting. So when they get there, their expectations are high,
hi.
they're heightened,
Mhm.
and maybe it's like the biggest thing they've ever spent money on,
Right,
right?
right. Yeah.
And so they're expecting this experience, and it's not meeting. It's like it's like the New Year's Eve thing. Like New Year's Eve and weddings, they
Meet the
never going to meet
expectation.
your expectation. So
Right.
you're always disappointed. So vacations are similar. So these poor people, even if they were very friendly Italians,
It's
they're not going to meet that expectation.
right, right. I don't think, people come into the tasting room and common conversation is, oh, where are you visiting from? Where have you been? And we try to give a one-on-one to everybody who's in the tasting room, no matter how many people are in the tasting room. And
Yeah.
that's our thing, not necessarily theirs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next is Manny Pap. So we had Nad Mad, and now we have Manny Pap.
When this place doesn't respond,
Not so
that's a
far.
different
No.
approach.
Yes. Yeah. We're
To
just
be
going to
like,
ignore it. Yeah.
we're not,
Whatever.
we're not
Yep.
going to deign to acknowledge your complaint.
Yes. So here, this one though, I'm pro winery. I'm just going to tell you right up front. I'm pro winery.
Good. I'm excited.
Okay. Not open during off season.
Who? Who?
So that Manny Pap says he is upset. He gave a 1-star review because they are not open during off season unless you make a reservation.
Oh, that's much more generous than I expected.
Yeah. I'm
You
I'm
can
pro
make a
winery.
reservation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I
off
need that to know.
season. It's off season.
Even if it was in season, if your policy was
Reservation.
reservations required,
Right.
it would be
Right.
fine.
Right. And again, these wineries are very different than our
Yes.
wineries here. These are probably families, right?
Yes.
And so during the off season, they want to be off. And
Yes.
during the harvest season, they're working. So they need reservations. So you can't give a 1-star review if you're just not following the directions.
Yes.
All right. Van.
This was our first visit to an underground wine tasting in Montepulciano, and although the place is truly fascinating and rich in history, unfortunately the experience disappointed us. After 10 days of travel in Italy, it was the only experience that did not meet our expectations. This one's a little long.
It's okay, but
Luigi.
it makes it kind of, before we go, it makes me laugh because this is almost like it's directly addressing all the things we just said. When I was like, oh, their expectations are high. This is the only big thing they're doing.
A little
10 days in
psychic,
Italy.
little
Yeah,
psychic, right?
kind of
Okay.
crazy.
Luigi, the person who conducted the tasting, proved to be competent, but the atmosphere quickly became unprofessional. His attitude seemed very focused on the two girls in the group, with personal conversations and a tone that seemed more flirtatious than professional. At one point, he even asked, "Are you drunk yet?" A question that seemed out of place in context where wine should be appreciated with respect and moderation. So Luigi was trying to get some strange.
Yeah, exactly. Luigi's like, there are two hot girls on my tour.
You are not a hot girl. I'm going to
Yes,
pay a little more attention to them. Now
yes.
that sounds very American to me.
And it also is a
So
little
sounds
Italian. He's
Italian,
not going to
yes.
ignore these beautiful women.
Right.
Of course he's going to flirt.
Uh, at the end of the tasting, he told us that he had little time and had to leave, making it clear that we had to pay and leave, which was not told to the girls, to whom he also offered a bottle of wine. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm getting me some.
He's like, they're very receptive to my overtures. We're done here.
This gave us the impression that his interest was elsewhere. You think?
Oh my gosh,
And
that's so funny.
and not addressed equally to everyone present. The attitude seemed unprofessional and also unkind. No, it sounds horny, is what it
Oh,
sounds.
hilarious.
The only positive aspect was the lady upstairs who welcomed us for a short free tasting before the visit to the cellar. She was kind, welcoming, and showed true professionalism. We thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to say you already got your tasting.
Yeah, you're tasting upstairs and they
You got
took
your
you on a little
tasting
cellar
upstairs and now you
tour.
want a second tasting? Maybe these girls didn't have a first tasting. Uh,
Or maybe they had more upstairs. Like, we don't know how long maybe you
right.
were late. Maybe you were late and they had to drink longer and are you drunk yet? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. What are we expecting? Automatons? He
I,
can't say that to someone if they're acting drunk. Maybe she bumped into something and he was like kind of
I,
lightning and you
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
You have to have your
But
like language policed when all you're trying to do is pick up some hot chicks. Come on.
yeah.
Luigi's like, hey,
Luigi's,
stop.
hey,
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 stop.
Bella. Um,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I cannot
Montebello.
recommend the paid tasting experience based on what I experienced. And now, a word from our sponsor. Looking to be in the know about Dracaena wines? Want to be the first to know about our new releases and special offers? All you need to do is sign up for our newsletter. There is no commitment necessary, and I promise you we won't spam your mailbox with loads of messages. Need another reason to sign up? Quite possibly the best reason? You'll immediately get a discount code for 10% off your first purchase and be privy to newsletter-only discounts. Let Dracaena Wines turn your moments into great memories. Visit our website, www.dracenawines.com, or use the link in show notes to sign up. It will take you less than a minute, but the rewards will last a lifetime. I'm a little confused. I like you, Van. I like you. It was a
Yeah.
very well thought out review.
Yes.
You
It was
explained
very detailed.
You explained why it didn't reach your expectations, but I'm a little confused. You did have a tasting. You had a tasting. Okay, so he's saying he had a short free tasting before the visit. He was early.
Yeah.
But he
Yes.
didn't get a paid tasting. So I'm not really sure where it goes. But you know what? Sometimes Van, you gotta let Luigi get some. He's
Yeah.
got
I
his
mean, listen,
opportunity.
we have this is the key to keeping the species going. You you can't like I remember someone I worked with kind of reshaped my feeling on PDA probably like 15 years ago. And he said, this is what the world needs. Like, if there was more love and more hugging and more kissing, right?
Right.
It would all be better. It's like, so when I see people who they just
Yeah.
can't wait to like kiss each
Kiss each
other,
other.
I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
go.
Go.
So now when I see it, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
go.
You go. You go.
Get the
Yeah.
love.
See, now I do wish that Luigi responded and
Right.
said, very sorry, but I got two girls. So,
Yeah, that was my chance to have two in one night.
that's
So
my
thank you.
bucket list.
Yes, I know this is your bucket list, but I'm stuck here in the non-historic area of Montepulciano, doing my best. Oh my gosh, hilarious. I
Oh,
mean, I might be, it sounds like Van was being very measured. I think he was trying to lay it out very objectively
right.
and not be too. So it's possible it was
Inappropriate.
egregious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. We're just laughing, but I might have been a situation like, oh my gosh, yeah, he's just like all over those girls and he's not
Yeah.
really paying attention to us and now
Yeah.
wants us to
Right.
leave. So I might have felt that way too.
Yeah.
But at least
Yeah. He's
by
trying to
Van
get out.
telling us what the issue is, then it's not just a blanket 1 star. We
Right.
understand the experience that Ashley led to.
Exactly. So I give Van 5 stars
Me
for
too.
his review.
His very helpful review. I like the specificity of it because it helps you decide. Like you and I would probably go there
and
and
laugh.
hoping to bump into Luigi.
Yes.
So we'd say, hey, Luigi, how's it going?
How's it
Million
going?
girls
Can we get a
lately?
bottle?
Yeah,
I'll sit with you
totally.
and drink a bottle.
Right.
Right.
So, very fun.
Okay. All right. So Anne Laor, Annelaore, Anne Laor,
Yeah.
Nevis, stood in front of a closed door for half an hour. We had a reservation for 3:30, and at 4 p.m. we still didn't see anyone. A real disappointment, and hopefully we get our money back. We have a response for this one.
Oh,
Okay. Are you sure you made the reservation at Tolosa? We didn't have any reservations under that name that we took for 3:30 that we took the 3:30 tour that you're saying you booked. Maybe they were supposed to be at
yeah.
Cantucci a minute
Yeah.
down the road.
Yeah, exactly. Where people would have just been rude. Yeah, that's a bummer.
That is a bummer.
But we have it all the time where people say they've made a reservation. And
Right.
like, what method?
Yeah.
We don't have any
Right.
record of even receiving anything from you.
Right. And so, she's saying she paid for it.
Oh gosh.
She's like a real disappointment and hopefully we get our money back. But so I hope for her sake she does get her money back.
Yeah.
But to look, we don't have your name. And I'm not saying that Anna Lior didn't make a reservation because sometimes reservations get lost.
Absolutely.
And, so we need Anna Laura to give us an update. Did she get her money back?
Like, did she go back to her and find that her receipt was to a different winery? Did she go back and realize that she typed the winery name in wrong and got to a fake site?
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because you have all the, like if you type United instead of United, it takes you to a site that looks like United.
And to get your money.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that they bothered to make a fake website for this tiny winery, not even in the historic district. But I don't know.
But
anything can happen.
Anna Laurie, I hope you got your money back. I hope you got your money back.
I know.
But I am a little intrigued because she said we waited a half an hour and didn't see anyone. So I'm guessing, maybe it was off season because remember, if it's off season, they're not around unless there's a reservation. So that could be. Okay. All right. Belinda, we have made a private visit with tasting, and in our opinion, the treatment has been cold at reception. unprofessional when explaining the history of the winery and the process of the wines, substantially unfriendly that invites you to buy any wine. Since we aren't sure which, wait a minute, since we aren't sure which winery we made a reservation to, we decided to leave and head to La Carliana. Oh, no, never mind. That's goof. Forget that. That's me going to the next winery. I just didn't put a
Oh,
space between I didn't put a space between Belinda. I'm like, what? I'm confused. Okay, yes.
blame AI.
Yes. So Belinda, cold reception, unprofessional. I'd like to know how you're unprofessional explaining the history of the winery. Um, but substantially
Luigi again.
unfriendly that invites you to buy any wine. And I don't understand that sentence.
No, me either. But I think Luigi was probably trying to see if she was drunk. He was trying to see if she was receptive to going out
Not
for
there.
something later,
Oh,
right?
that could
And
be. That
so
was, yeah.
maybe
Belinda did not want the free bottle of wine.
she's like, I am not interested in you.
Yes. Yes.
Just tell
Luigi.
me the history of your wine.
Luigi, you are not my type.
Yes. Luigi, this is unprofessional. Stop giving me free wine.
Okay,
Um,
now what I was going is since we aren't sure which winery we made a reservation to, we
yeah.
decided to leave and head to La Carliana, located at Via Carliana. I love how all of these wineries, their streets are just named what the
Because they're so
winery
old.
is.
They've been there
Yeah,
1,000 years. They're
yeah,
there before the roads had names.
yeah. This is now a 15-minute drive north from where we were. La Chiarliana is a historic winery in Montepulciano that has been creating wine inspired by the ancient art of the Etruscan origins. So these guys are old. These guys are old. The winery is named after a small church's bell tower that looks over its vineyards.
Oh.
It has 4.9 stars out of 332 reviews.
So
But
let's find the people who are
But let's find the
unhappy.
people who were exactly. So Steph Kennins, we agreed with the owner that if we bought a few bottles, the tasting would be free. We didn't have much time, so we wanted to be quick. After the tasting, 20 minutes, was over, we paid the bottles we chosen for a bill of a couple hundreds of euros. These aren't very easy to read, by the way.
No, I think they might be being translated from
Yeah,
Italian.
yeah. When we asked for the change, suddenly the tasting was not included. Ripped. Okay,
Oh,
so Steph says, if we buy bottles, will you give us a free tasting? And that was apparently agreed upon.
yeah.
Okay. Owner's
But then he didn't give
response.
big enough tip.
They
He didn't give a
yeah.
big enough tip. And so they're like, wait, you also have to pay for the
Pay for
tasting.
tasting. Okay. So owner response. Ciao, Steph. I am very sorry to read you have been disappointed by your tasting experience here. I am very, very sorry because what happened was the result of a misunderstanding. You showed up without a reservation, and earnestly speaking, as you saw when you arrived, the winery was fully booked. Even though we were really very busy, we tried to accommodate you nonetheless. You told us, you wished just something easy and fast, since, as you write, you did not have much time. You told me you were interested in buying some wine. I replied to you that if you agreed, we could settle for a fast, easy standing tasting, and that I would have offered you one of the three tastings. And so I did. I made one of the three tastings for free, and I also offered an extra wine glass taste, in addition to the 5 wines as per agreed. Your disappointment must evidently be caused by a misunderstanding. Perhaps my English is not so good and it was not good enough to make me understandable, but for sure I never promised you the whole party for free. Anyway, I am sorry and I beg your pardon. I never want to rip you nor anybody visiting us. I hope you will pardon me. Grazie.
Oh,
I like her or
me
him.
too. I think that was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
He probably said, yes, for you, you, can have a free tasting.
Right.
Yes, if you buy bottles, you can have it, not these five other people.
Right.
You,
Yes. And probably
right?
using the word you,
Yes. Men,
he
all,
or Steph took it as
all of us.
everybody. Yes.
Hmm.
But I do think it's kind of funny. Like Steph ends with the word ripped, like I was
Yeah.
ripped off. And the owner's like, I never want to rip you nor anybody.
It's very sweet. Oh, I'm
Aw.
I'm on the winery side here. I think it is a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And I also feel bad that the person thought they were getting free tastings and then felt like they ripped off at the end,
Right.
for
Right.
sure.
Yeah. But on the other side, hey, Steph, did you say I thought that all of the tastings were free, or did you
Yeah.
just
Pay it and
pay it
grumble.
and then grumble?
That's going to the
Um,
Yelp review.
yeah. Yeah. I 100% believe this is just a misunderstanding of a language barrier thing. Absolutely. But that response is so
Yes.
sweet. I never want to rip you or, nor
I know. I love
anybody
that
else.
response.
Uh, okay. Amy Bronsky. The owner was rude to us and condescending. The wine was mediocre and overpriced. Unpleasant experience. Most of all, I have never been treated with such disrespect. We come at August 12th. You can talk to the woman who unwillingly treated us. 1500, unforgivable. I don't know what that means. But,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know what 1500 unforgivable means. But
That must be 3 o'clock. That's when she came.
okay, yeah. So they came on August 12th at 3 o'clock. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. She's
Gotcha.
like, so you can take you. Why don't you go see who was working?
Right.
Right. They're like, this is who was working and didn't want to wait on us.
Right. Yes. And it's saying it was the owner. I can't believe the owner who wrote that previous response was rude. I just can't see it.
No. No.
Um, but well, let's see what she says. Owner response.
I love it.
Ciao, Amy. We want to strongly beg your pardon if you think the experience you had here at our winery was not pleasant. We are so deeply sorry. We are sorry you did not like our wines and that you judged them overpriced. But most of all, what makes us very, very sorry is that you judged our behavior rude and unfriendly. We do always welcome our guests coming from all over the world warmly in the most polite and friendly possible way. We do lots of efforts to try to fulfill each guest requirement to make everybody feel at ease, and we would have been happy to do the same with your party and you. Might we have felt or perceived you're being disappointed while you were tasting our wines on the winery porch? Okay, so the owner is saying we didn't get that you were disappointed, but knows exactly
Yeah.
who they are because it's on the porch. Okay. We
Yeah.
put lots of passion and love in what we do. We always do our best to explain to all of our visitors in the most possible informative way our Tuscan culture, our wines, our local traditions, the rules of Vino Nobile de Montepulciano appellation, and the winemaking production details, often comparing all these items with those of our visitors' countries. Wine for us is the highest form of, I don't even know what this word is, conviviality.
Conviviality.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we are
I'm
really,
guessing.
we are really sorry we have not been able to make you perceive this. We are sorry if we have offended, useless to say unwillingly, your sensibility. All the compliments we usually get from our customers do repay us of the many hardships that we have to lavish on a daily basis to our business. But for sure, we will use your unpleasant review as a spur to do even better as we have done till today. Grazie. I like this
I
person.
just can't imagine her being rude or him. Like they're very not the super defensive, like
Yeah.
they're just
It's like, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I didn't realize you were being disappointed. I thought you were having a good old time. I'm sorry. Oh, I want to go to this place.
Hmm?
I want to go to this
Oh,
place.
I do too. We're making a list of
Yes.
places we need to go.
Yes. All right. Well, we have Luke here who also says very rude encounter. Plenty of wineries out there, so avoid this one.
Oh, that's
And
all it says?
the owner said, that's all
Oh,
Luke says, but the owner says, ciao, Luke. We are deeply sorry to read you had such a bad impression of us. Even though advanced booking is highly recommended, we always try to do our best to accommodate those wine tourists just dropping by and walking in without any reservation, exactly in the same way you did. There's a little there's a little passive aggressive there. When our guests arrive with no reservation, we immediately inform them by welcoming them at the winery entrance door that the wine tasting is not for free, but that there is a cheap fee to pay for the experience so that everybody can freely decide if to have the wine tasting or not. We did explain this to you and your girl when you arrived. You asked us if it was possible for you to share one single glass, i.e., pay one but taste two, which is not possible due to COVID's restrictive and preventative measures, nor is it properly nice towards us. We are very sorry and we but I think she means beg, your pardon if you felt or thought we are rude. We are sad, especially because you did not even enter the winery. You decided not to try our wines, nor to experience the wine tasting, which we are sure you would have instead have appreciated. So sorry.
my favorite part about this person is they know exactly who it is.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah. And
For
so this
somebody who
guy,
didn't have a reservation, they know who that is. And
yeah, he
yeah,
showed up, didn't have a reservation. They said, "Oh, it's $10 per
right,
person." Oh, well, what if we just want to split it? I'm sorry, we can't permit you to do that. Fine, we're not going to come here.
right.
In the parking lot, negative Yelp review, right?
Right?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
winery. I'm on the winery side again.
Yeah, it's very difficult not to be on this winery side with responses like that.
Yes.
It just really is.
Yeah.
Um, and this might be the best review ever. Augusin Gunzu. Okay. 1 star.
Oh, they wrote 1 star.
They wrote 1 star.
Yeah.
I'm going to click 1 star and I'm going to write 1 star.
I can't even give you any more information. Just know I'm telling you this place 1 star.
1 star. 1 star. Um, and this to the wineries benefit. Here's a response.
Oh, that's amazing.
Um, whatever. Or goes on. We are very sorry for such a poor judgment of the tasting you had here. We tried to do all the best we could to make you happy with your
Oh,
wines and with the experience. We are deeply sorry we have been not able to fulfill your expectations. They even know who Augustin is.
he was just unhappy, or she was just unhappy.
Yep.
Unhappy.
Yep. Just 1 star. Just 1 star.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And we have Jeremy Albright. Sarah was exceptionally rude on our tour. It may have been because we were American, but throughout the tour, she made comments that either disparaged America or implied we were not intelligent.
Oh no.
Wine was
Stupid
okay.
Americans.
She goes, this is a winery for you stupid Americans. This is where wine
Yeah.
is made.
We've been here. This winery's been here 4 times longer than your country has even existed.
Uh, so Jeremy continues, wine was okay, but I would highly advise going somewhere else if you are visiting from the US.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Now, there's an owner review. I don't think it's the same person.
Oh, because they'd say ciao.
They did not say ciao. They say
Yeah.
dear. They said dear.
Oh dear.
Although maybe because he's American.
Oh, she doesn't want to use Italian because he
Because
might not
you
understand
stupid
it.
American, you may not understand what ciao means.
Exactly.
So, dear Jeremy,
I'm very sorry you had such a bad impression while visiting my winery, and I want to apologize and beg your pardon. Honestly, I can hardly believe something like that might have truly happened at La Carliana. There is no racism here at all, nor is Sarah a racist. As it seems, you wrongly blame her to be. We do truly love welcoming people visiting for us from all over the world. And my employee, Sarah, who has always been complimented by all the guests touring the winery from every country on earth. See all of the reviews written on Google. As a very polite, friendly, nice, and informative person. She is truly enthusiastic of her job, which she does with lots of passion. Also because it allows her to get in touch with visitors from everywhere. It is difficult to believe she might have had an offensive attitude or said anything disparaging to America, which is a country she loves so much that while at university, she did really study American language and literature. And plus, she always says she would love to widely travel there. The only explanation I give to myself is that a joke of her might been unfortunately misunderstood. I'm really sorry we were not able to make you enjoy the wonderful experience we would have wanted you to have, and I apologize again.
I mean, I love her or him. I love the owner.
Yep, I absolutely do.
And maybe, I don't know this person, but maybe what's his name? Jeremy?
Yes.
Maybe Jeremy has a chip on his shoulder because he's been wandering around Italy and you're not always welcomed with open arms. You know,
Sarah studied American language and little. She wants to come
America
travel
lover.
here. She is a pro-American, baby.
Yes. Oh my gosh, hilarious.
Oh, all right. Well, we still have more wineries, but I mean, Montepulciano has been just a
Can we do it again?
pot of gold.
Time?
I think we need to do more Montepulciano.
I think so too. I love their posture, like their attitude, like the confidence in what they have to offer. And we've seen different ways it comes out. The first one is like firm responses, right? Like, but then we've got this owner who just is so lovely and not defensive at all. And I must have been a misunderstanding. Like it's very fun to see that.
International. Yeah.
So,
I think we need to continue the international tour with the next one because we do have more owner responses. I like how the Italians, we're going to respond to this stuff. We're not just going to accept this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a quick hour of fun travels in Montepulciano, and I'm excited to have part 3 of Montepulciano. So we are actually going, although we're not going to have a winery owner as nice as this last one, but I do think it's very funny that she did say "Dear Jeremy" instead of "Ciao." So maybe there is a little bit of stupidity there.
He's like, the Americans, they only speak the English.
They do not know a ciao, Ciao could be hello. Ciao could be goodbye. They may not know if I'm saying goodbye to them. So I'm going to just say dear. So thank you again for listening to One Star Winery Reviews. And we will be back next time with more Montepulciano. Slancha.
Zach, thank you so much. I can't wait till next time.
All right, we will return to Montepulciano. This has been another episode of Exploring the Wine Glass. Thanks for listening. If you have suggestions on what topics you would like me to discuss, please reach out on social media. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as Exploring the Wine Glass. I am also on LinkedIn as Lori Hoyt Budd. Of course, you can always email me at exploringthewineglass@gmail.com and sign up for my newsletter at exploringthewineglass.com. If you enjoyed what you heard, please rate, review, and subscribe to help others find me more easily. And most importantly, tell your wine-loving friends because if you like the podcast, they will too. Podcast music is Wine by Kevins. Until next week, Slancha.
Give me the wine, give me the wine. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Never let you go. Oh, oh. No, no, no. Never glass right now.